Did you know that setting healthy boundaries can actually improve your mental health? Research shows people with clear personal boundaries report less stress and greater life satisfaction. This video will guide you through self-discovery techniques to set boundaries that actually stick. Simple, practical steps, no jargon, just real practices you can use today. I'm your guide. Let's start by understanding why boundaries matter. Take a deep breath. This is a space for clarity, not perfection. By the end, you'll have clear steps. Discover your values, navigate fear and guilt, and practice the habits that protect your well-being. Ready? Let's begin with why boundaries matter to your mental health. Healthy boundaries help maintain individuality, reduce burnout, and let you prioritize what truly matters. People with clear boundaries experience less chronic stress and better overall life satisfaction. Boundaries don't mean disconnecting. They help you show up more fully for the people you care about. Without boundaries, resentment builds. With boundaries, relationships become more respectful and sustainable. When you block time for yourself, you recharge. And your relationships benefit too. Boundaries let you be present rather than exhausted or resentful. Studies link clear boundaries to better mental health outcomes, less stress, higher life satisfaction. So how do we discover the boundaries that work for us? That's the next section. Before we can set effective boundaries, we need a strong foundation: self-discovery. Knowing your core values tells you exactly what's worth protecting with your time and energy. Grab a notebook and start with powerful questions. What truly matters most? When do you feel most alive and engaged? And what consistently leaves you feeling drained? From your answers, themes will emerge. These are your values, like autonomy, connection, or creativity. Write down your top 3 to 5 and make them visible. Now, test these values with small experiments. Try saying no to one non-essential request this week, or schedule 30 minutes for a valued activity. Just notice how you feel. Self-discovery isn't instant, it's practice. Notice patterns, not perfection. Small daily check-ins, a 2-minute journal, or a mindful breath build self-awareness over time. As you consistently check in, you'll learn what truly matters. This is when boundaries become clearer. They aren't walls, they are simply protections for your values. Your values map directly to your boundaries. If connection is a core value, a boundary might be device-free family dinners. If autonomy is key, a boundary could be protecting your first hour of work for deep focus. Next, we'll look at the obstacles that usually block people from setting boundaries. Many struggle with boundaries because of a deep-seated fear of rejection, of conflict, or of disappointing others. As social creatures, this feels genuinely threatening. This fear can make saying no feel like a high-stakes decision, but consistently avoiding that discomfort doesn't solve anything. It often festers, building into resentment. Guilt is another powerful barrier. We're often taught that being good means being selfless, so we worry that prioritizing our own needs is selfish or will let others down. This feeling can be so persuasive that we sacrifice our well-being just to avoid it. Sometimes the obstacle isn't emotional, but informational. We don't even know what our limits are until we've already crossed them. This is simply low self-awareness, a skill you can develop, not a character flaw. This lack of clarity is a direct path to burnout. So think of boundaries as preventative, not punishment. Setting boundaries can feel risky at first, almost like a confrontation. But reframing it as an act of courage and self-respect can shift your perspective. It's a practice that actually builds stronger, more honest relationships over time. When fear shows up, use a grounding breath. Pause, name the fear, then choose. To work through guilt, name it, I feel guilty because, and reflect or share with a supportive person. Obstacles are normal. The next section covers practical techniques to move past them. Technique 1 is journaling, a private space for honesty. Try a prompt like, "Today I need," and write freely for 2 minutes. The goal is to externalize your thoughts, not to write perfectly. This practice surfaces hidden patterns, helping you notice recurring needs and personal limits you might have been ignoring. Technique 2, short meditation. Just 2 to 5 minutes increases self-awareness, creating a crucial pause between a request and your reaction. Try a simple body scan or use a guided breath. Inhale to 4, hold 2, exhale 6. As feelings arise, simply notice them without judgment. This trains your mind to stay centered instead of immediately reacting. Technique 3. Rehearse simple scripts to reduce anxiety. Try, "I can't take this on right now, but I can help with X at a later time." Another powerful phrase is, "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." This buys you time to respond thoughtfully. Use written boundaries if it's easier. A clear text or email is a powerful and acceptable tool. To make this stick, build micro habits. 1. Schedule me time in your calendar. 2. Practice a simple no on low-stakes requests to build confidence. 3. Do a quick weekly values check-in. These small, consistent actions build the foundation. The more you practice, the more natural boundaries become, and the kinder your no will feel, both to you and to others. Next, a personal breakthrough story to illustrate the shift. I had a breakthrough when I realized that saying no to others often meant saying yes to myself. After burnout and exhaustion, I began reflecting on values and started protecting my time. Slow changes, blocking time, practicing a simple no, checking in weekly, transform my relationships and energy. Quick recap. 1. Discover your values. 2. Notice obstacles. 3. Practice micro habits. Comment below. What boundary are you working on? Share one step you'll try this week. Subscribe for the next deep dive. Thanks for watching. Protect what matters, one small boundary at a time.